should be episode 7, I believe, unless we lost count. This should be episode 7 of Fluckin with Jesus. I am back from my vacation, sort of ish, kind of. I'll explain. But yeah, so we're live. I mean, we've been live, but like we're live now. You know what I'm saying?
We're live
in New York. So, how have things been while I've been gone?
Chilling. Been playing Deathloop as we talked about just a tad bit earlier, and I know you're a little hesitant on it. I'm a big fan of Dishonored and Prey.
I never got to play Prey, and I wanted to.
It's good. It's good. They actually just had it on sale because of Deathloop, and I almost bought it again because I don't have it on PC. But it's Prey. I think you'd have fun. I think it would be a good playthrough kind of thing. If you do like a playthrough kind of game, if you want to take a break. I
need to do Psychonauts. That's one of the ones that's on my agenda.
Yeah. I actually just got the Game Pass, and I'm pretty sure I can play Psychonauts on
it.
Yep,
Psychonauts 2 is free.
Yeah, because one of my buddies just recently got an Xbox, and I was like, "Oh, did you get the S or the X?" And he goes, "I got a 1," and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Sell that motherfucker. He probably saw it online for like $100 and was like, "Yeah, I'm buying that."
His girlfriend bought it for him because he's a PlayStation guy.
Fair.
But like all of us, like me and a bunch of his friends, and like we have mutual friends, we all have Xbox. But like I messaged her on Snapchat, and I was just like, "Hey," I was like, "I know you did like a good thing, and you got him an Xbox One," and I said, probably for around the same price, you could have got him a Series X or a Series S, and those are so much more available than an X.
Yeah, I was like, you could have. That's unfortunate.
You know, probably spent around what $200 on an Xbox One.
I hope not.
Right? Well, I mean, realistically, that's what they're still going for. I mean, the newer models. I know, but she doesn't know. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Doesn't know. And I was just like, oh, for $100, like you can find S's still in stock places. Like those don't sell out nearly as fast as the X. I've noticed because like there's been a couple times where I'm like, oh, well maybe I'll just buy an S, and I'm like, I won't play it, so what the fuck's the point of me even buying it? PC Gamer Master Race coming at you.
PC Master Race coming at you.
But you've had an interesting week. I mean, not the past couple of days. You just kind of been chilling, but
yeah,
you seem like you're just a busy bee, and I'm ready for you to settle down and not leave the nest for a while.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Just like all this traveling has just been crazy because like it was a 10-hour drive to Virginia. It's a 10-hour drive back from Virginia. It was like an hour to get to Canada. Well, it takes less than an hour for me to actually get into Canada, but like I drove through Canada, drove like an hour into Canada. No, 40. No, I think it takes me 20-ish minutes to get to the border, and it was about 40-minute drive in Canada, and then I was there, and then I drove to Niagara, which took 4.5-ish hours or so. Found out that Toronto is not it. It ain't it. Toronto, like I don't know if you know anything about Toronto.
No, I don't. I've never been to Canada.
So it's like it's a big city, right?
Yeah, I know it's a big city.
The dumbest fucking people I've ever fucking seen on a highway in my life, dude. Wow, they drive like idiots in Toronto.
Yeah,
like
I mean, New York,
everywhere else was fine. But Toronto, dude,
it's not even. I probably don't think. I mean, I bet you it was bad, but just any big city driving, it's just terrible.
They're so bad.
It's just terrible, especially the fucking New Yorkers.
Like, okay, so this is what I find funny too. So, like, I got to Niagara, right?
Yeah.
And like Niagara is like, you know, big tourist town.
Yeah.
You know, it was less annoying to drive through Niagara than it was to drive through fucking Toronto. But that's only because Toronto has a way bigger population.
Yeah.
But exactly. It was so fucking bad. I will say
go to New York City, because going to New York City for you must be a fucking haul. where you are, like I can make it to New York City in 2 hours.
So I am actually closer to Canada than I am New York City.
Well, yeah, you're like 20
Like
minutes from the
like
border.
way closer.
But like that's the thing. New York's a big state, and New York City is literally on like the fucking pubic hair of New York.
Pubic hair. That's true.
To
So
me, it's right there. But like to go to you, it's like a 3.5 hour drive.
yeah, it's stupid.
But
It's
I can make
dumb.
it to New York City in like hour 45, 2 hours, depending on traffic.
I've never even been to the city in my life, actually.
I've been there so many times. I love the city, but I hate it at the same time. I just hate big cities.
I
Um,
like visiting cities and I like going to them and they're
I wouldn't
fun.
want to live there.
I would never, ever in my entire life live in a fucking city. That shit is fucking, it's dog shit. Absolute dog shit.
But like I hate my town, right?
Same.
I'm not a big fan. Um, but I definitely take a lot of things that we have in my town for granted. Like when I would go stay with like my girlfriend before we moved in together, she lives in the East Bumfuck like you. Like her town literally doesn't have their own gas station because there's no big corporations or any chain restaurants or businesses can be in their town. There's a law.
Yeah.
So everything's mom and pop. So there's a section, right, where it goes her town, there's literally 50 feet, and then it's like a different town, and then right after that 50 feet is a third town. Right? It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So, but right or no, it's a different town, then back to her town. So there's like this sliver that's technically not her town. And there's a gas station and a liquor store completely across from each other. And that's the only place you can get gas. And technically in her town, that's the only place. And it's not even in her town. It's a sliver.
Yeah, that's kind of like, so my hometown has um a gas station, but it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a small store. But it's like really tiny. It's like, I'm trying to think of how big it is.
Sorry, Mrs. Savage Jesus came into the room, guys.
I know it's you're good.
She said she might have seen a dead guy getting taken off on a stretcher.
Oh, why? What happened?
I have no idea. She just literally told me, I think I might have just seen a dead guy.
Nice.
So hopefully the guy's all right. Oh, speaking of dead guys, so we have this homeless guy. He comes and unfortunately we have a decent sized homeless community in our town. We have a tent city. Luckily, it's hidden. I know where it is, but it's hidden, and it's like kind of on this road that literally nothing's on. So this guy comes and he takes the bottles, cans and stuff, so he can get money. And he'll come on our bike. Well, the other week, dude, I like drive into my apartments, and I'm like, and he's laying there, and he's like on the bag of bottles. And I'm like, yo, did this dude just like croak? I'm like, fuck. So I get out of my car and I'm like, God, do I go and like see if this guy's okay? I was like, oh, like I really don't want to, but I'll go. I'll go see, And I go, and I felt so bad. And he was just sleeping. Thank God. He goes, I'm so tired. He goes, I haven't slept in, over 2 days. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And I'm like, hey, man, I said, I just want to make sure you're all right. Like, I just see you pass down on a fucking bag of bottles with like literally bags of bottles and cans, like all over like right by our dumpster in the road. So I'm like, did this guy just fucking like collapse and die? I mean, clearly he's some sort of addict, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
but he was okay. And I said, hey, I'm sorry. I said, dude, you want to go back to sleep? I was like, someone threw out a couch. It's right there. It wasn't in the dumpster. I was like, yeah, you might as well go sleep there. Cause he goes, oh, my back. Like he was like complaining about his back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, there's a couch right there. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do that. And he just went and he sat on the couch and he fell asleep. Like I felt bad for waking him up, but I just didn't want him to be dead. You know, I've not like I don't know. I felt bad, but I was just wanted to make sure the guy was fucking breathing.
Yeah, we don't. We get them here, but it's not like okay. So in my hometown and like where I grew up, there's like I never seen a homeless person, but you see them if you drive into like Watertown, which is like
Understandable.
30-ish minutes or so.
Yeah, but I feel like a Watertown is kind of like what we are. Like we have a lot. Like we used to hold a world record for um most like fast food and restaurants in a square mile.
Really?
Yeah, because everything's so compact in the center of our town. It like our town's pretty big, but it's just like the center. There's like two roads and it's like all our main stores. And they're like it's just in a big square where everything is. But like growing up, we had two homeless guys and we knew them. Like we knew who they were, like
Yeah.
people knew. And both of the guys actually chose to be homeless. Like they just that was their choice. They chose to be homeless. I talked to them. I grew up skating, so we were always out and about, all different times of the day, night, whatever.
Yeah.
So you know, we would chat with them from time to time. And yeah, both of them actually chose to be homeless. They just wanted to be off the grid. So they worked, they did side work, they did like construction under the table, landscaping under the, would help people. And that's how they would get their food and stuff. But they just wanted to be off the grid. And now it's just like it's just an epidemic, dude. Like eh, there's there's like the exit I get off of work in my town to like go home every day there's someone at the end of the off ramp.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I see somebody like every few months. It's not like a big thing here. Um, which I feel like it's kind of odd to some degree. Like I figured there'd be more just because like like the cost of living in New York's really bad, but like I mean it's also weird because like our area like I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like it's just odd where we are because I feel like it wouldn't make like the way things are set up at least. I don't know if like there's not really anywhere for them to like go, you know? Does that make sense? Like it's
Yeah,
I don't really
that's
know how to
understandable.
explain it.
Well, here, let me tell you where I mean, I'm just guessing that there's a majority of them. I mean, they normally kind of band together, and it seems like they've done that in my town. Um, and it seems like because we have a drug problem, which a lot of towns do,
Yeah.
Uh, but basically we have a strip mall, right? This is like in the middle, like kind of where everything is, and it's got a bunch of stuff. It's got a grocery store, Petco, TJ Maxx, Plato's Closet, you name it. It's just a big strip mall. So behind that, there's a road, right? But there's nothing else. It's just like a connecting road to get to like one road of like to the right of the strip mall and the left road of the side of the strip mall. But in that road, there's no buildings on the other side or nothing. So that their tent city is in the woods across the street from there. So there's literally nothing. They're not bothering anyone. No one ever drives down there unless they're like delivery drivers, you know?
Yeah.
So, but if you go in there during the fall, when the leaves are falling and stuff, you can just see all their tents um, out there. But it's not like visible during like the summer or anything like that. And to be completely honest, like I feel bad for them. I don't know their situation. I don't know their story. Personally, I don't like to give money to homeless people, at least around here, because of I don't want to give someone money to fuel their addiction.
It's easier to like bring like food and things.
Yes.
Typically,
So
yeah.
I do this from time to time where if I got like extra snacks from work or something like that, like when I'm on the off ramp, I'm like, hey, do you want these? And most of the times they take them. But like I've had some fucked up shit, dude. I've had some fucked up shit. I remember one day it was like super late when I worked out like midnight. I would get out at midnight, so it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I stop at this 24-hour gas station in my town. And this guy's like, "Hey, you got any money?" Clearly homeless. He's cold. It was winter, spring, something like that. It was colder out, and he's outside fucking shivering. So I go in, I fucking grab some water and stuff and some snacks, and I walk outside and I'm like, hey man, do you want this water or you want some snacks? No, I don't want that. I just want money. I was like, okay, bye then. I was like, that's fucked up, dude. Like
Yeah, people are
like you
scuffed.
just want to, like, yeah, he just wants a fix.
Yeah.
And that really put like a bad taste in my mouth for a while, um, towards at least homeless people in my area, because it's like, try to do a nice thing and I ain't gonna give you money. I'll
Yeah,
donate money.
it's tough because people think that like just because you give somebody money, it's like it's helpful, but like I think in more cases than not, it's probably not that helpful because like they're oftentimes just going to, do dumb shit with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I've never been in their situation, and I hope not to, and I don't wish that upon anyone, because it's got to be a living hell sometimes.
Yeah, it's
But
not
you
easy.
know, especially here, in the winters where we are in the Northeast, I
Yeah,
couldn't
it
even
gets fucking
imagine.
awful, dude. Like,
I couldn't even, like, literally, I couldn't even imagine. Um, but that just, it was kind of like a low blow, and it like I said, it just put a bad taste in my mouth.
yeah, I
So,
get that.
and it's like every day I see, like, there's like a rotation of like where they go,
I'm so used
and
to them not being like a big thing that I probably wouldn't even oftentimes help them just because I'm not used to doing that. Like I don't know, it's not like a thing around here.
yeah,
So like I'd probably
but
just be like, eh.
it wasn't like this. But also my town, in like foot traffic and car traffic in the past like 4 or 5 years has skyrocketed.
We've
Why? I don't. Oh my god.
we've been like Watertown, my hometown, not necessarily because there's no way it's like gonna
Mhm.
probably ever get much bigger. But Watertown has been growing, really, really like pretty quickly. I would say within the last couple of years. Like growing up, because like I still have to drive like 20-30 minutes to go get like like Taco Bell, but like they're just now, um, getting Popeyes in Watertown. We don't have Popeyes out there. The only way to get Popeyes right now is to go on Fort Drum, which is military. So you like if you don't have military, like anybody that's military, you can't even get close to Popeyes. And like we don't have like Chick-fil-A, which supposedly we're getting. I'm pretty sure
You're gonna fucking cream yourself.
across from where I work. We're getting a Wendy's finally, which is dope. Because like I don't work in Watertown. I work like 20-ish, 15-ish minutes from Watertown or whatever.
Okay.
Actually, maybe even less. It might be like 10 minutes. It's like either okay. So like when I go to Watertown, on my way to Watertown, I can go left and go to where like which is where I work. So it's like 10 minutes instead of going straight. I would just go left and drive like 10 minutes, and I'm at work. So it's like kind of weird because they're like pretty close. But anyway, we're just getting a Wendy's over by work. We have a Taco Bell and McDonald's. We just got a DQ like a couple of years ago. We have like a small like like the really small like strip where it's like maybe like 5 or 6 buildings of like da 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 da.
Yeah.
There's like a
It's a
pizza.
strip mall.
Yeah, but it's like really. It's only like 5 or 6 places. One of them is
Yeah, but that's.
is a
I
Little
mean, it's still,
Caesars.
dude. They still would consider that probably
Yeah.
like a
So
strip mall.
we have a pizza place, DQ, Taco Bell, McDonald's, and now we're getting a Wendy's right there. And then you drive into like Watertown and there's like a McDonald's, a fucking Taco Bell, a fucking Burger King, a fucking Texas Roadhouse, and yada yada whatever. And that's like the where all the main shit is. And then
So,
it's like weird because like they're expanding quite a bit and they're adding these places. Oh, there's a Arby's right next to work too. It's the other place.
so we have, I think it's 6 or 7 Dunkin' Donuts in my town. It's probably about the same amount of McDonald's. We have Burger King, Wendy's, 2 Starbucks, 3 Starbucks.
We're
No,
lucky.
four.
We're
Four.
lucky if
We have
we
four.
have one of those, most of those
So
places.
four Starbucks, Chick-fil-A. We're getting a Jersey Mike's. We have Taco Bell. We have, what else do we have? We have like 99, Outback Steakhouse,
I don't even
Red
know what 99
Robin,
is. We have Red Robin. We just got that like
uh
4 or 5 years ago.
Denny's.
Denny's.
These are like the bigger chains. What else do we have? We got the OG. We got Olive Garden. We got a Moe's. We have a Chipotle. We have multiple Subways.
We have 2, 3
uh,
Subways.
I'm trying to think, and then there's like all like the smaller restaurants. You know, we have a bunch of like small restaurants too. It's not just like those are just like I would say the main ones.
I see
You
the
know,
only
big
plus
brands.
side to my area is we have some local, like really local stuff. Like we have this place called Coleman's. It's an Irish pub.
Ooh,
It's fucking dope. Like we have, so that's kind of the nice thing. So like we don't have a lot of big chains. Like we
yeah,
have one Taco Bell, or no, we have two. My work has a Taco Bell, and then Watertown has a Taco Bell. So we have two Taco
yeah,
Bells, but they're like
yeah.
10, 15 minutes apart, whatever. But like I don't know, like we have a McDonald's. We only have one Burger King. There's only one of those because work has a McDonald's. We have like two Arby's, two McDonald's, one Dairy Queen, one Sonic.
Oh yeah, we got a Dairy Queen. We don't have Sonic. We don't have Sonic.
Sonic's okay. It's
I
like
got to drive
whatever.
like 20 minutes to get Sonic. Just
But
like we
like
don't have we
Buffalo
don't have
Wild
Popeyes.
Wings, we have things like that.
Yeah, see, I got to drive like 20 minutes. See, but like everything's also in like that distance. But I think the what like it is and what I noticed is like we get a lot of fucking massholes, dude. Because like I mean, my town borders Massachusetts.
Yeah,
We get so many massholes in my town. It's like go the fuck away, dude. I don't want you here.
yeah.
And like I
Um,
bet you they feel the same, but like it's bad. Like I don't nearly see as many Connecticut plates in Massachusetts because I work in Massachusetts than I do in my fucking town, dude. My town is just littered with all these Massachusetts license plates. And it's like they think they fucking like run the joint. And I'm like, maybe you should go back to driving school.
maybe you should go
Because
back to driving school.
these dude, and don't get me wrong, Connecticut drivers, they can be bad also. But Jesus Christ, these guys, they don't give a fuck.
That's how I
If you
felt in
got
Toronto,
Yeah, it's like driving to New York City. They don't
bro.
give a fuck.
I'm on the highway. I'm going like 120-ish kilometers, right? Like it's pretty fast. It's not terrible. And I mean, people are fucking flying by me. The speed limit's fucking 100. I'm already going like, or well, was it 1 or 110? It's like 110 or something. So I'm already going like 10, 20 over the speed limit. I mean, people are fucking flying past me. I'm like, you guys
Yeah.
are retarded.
But I
Like
mean,
I'm
that's how I feel
already
on the
driving
highway.
fast just because I'm annoyed and I don't want to be here, and then people are flying by. And I'm like, you guys are
Well,
dumb.
like, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, I'll be on my bike, right? And it'll be like a 45. I'm doing 55, and people will pass me. I'm like, I'm on a fucking motorcycle, and I'm doing 10 over the speed limit.
Yeah,
I was like, what more do you want from me?
I go so there's like a really long straightaway, probably like I don't know, maybe like a couple of miles from about. I don't really know how to explain it. I live not in the middle, but I'd say like closer toward like the Watertown side. So like from Clayton to Watertown, I would say is probably about 40 to 50 minutes depending. And there's a good few miles where it's basically a straightaway. Like it's not 100% straight, but like you might as well call it a straightaway.
Yeah.
I come on that, and like my house is kind of like in there somewhere, so I will come home. Speed limit's like 55. I'll do like 60,
Yeah.
65, and people fucking pass me. I'm like, what are you like? I get that it's a straightaway, but like, where are you going in such a rush that you need to pass
No.
me at 70,
No,
75
seriously.
miles an hour?
Well, and that's the thing. And it's like people are in such a rush today. And I'm like, if you're in such a rush, dude, just leave a little earlier. Like everyone is like by the fucking minute. And I'm like, come on, like
Yeah,
take a fucking chill pill. You're gonna get there. Oh my god. So there speaking of no one has chill, dude. Like I was gonna let this person fucking hit me. Because you know how if a lane, like if the right lane is ending, the left lane has the right of way.
yes.
And the car is supposed to merge behind you. So to get onto the junction to the interstate that the highway that I need to get to, because I'm going from one to another when I'm coming home from work.
Are you on your
It goes
bike or are
from
you in a car?
no, this is like in a car because this is like just like my daily
I
commute.
was saying
So
because on a bike
sometimes,
that'd probably be
oh my
even
god,
worse.
it literally the reason I barely ride my bike to work is because I have to go on this highway and it is terrible.
Yeah,
So it merges right, and I'm always in the left lane. So because it splits off, it's 4 lanes and it splits off into two. So you can either go left or you can go right. And so I have to go right. So I'm in the left lane, and I swear, dude, like people, it's the worst setup because it's right. You have 2 lanes that and one's ending, and then you have an on ramp right where it ends. So you have 3 cars trying to merge, dude, and it's pretty wide, but they have like the lines are written. People will drive, and then like try to sneak in front of the line. I'm like, dude, like just fucking like how you're really not going to get any further. And then I pass these.
And then you pass them.
Yeah. Like once we get to
I
when
love
we're
that.
actually like on the highway. But dude, there was one day that I was going, definitely had the right of way, and this motherfucker dude just kept merging and and I just sat there and I just laid on the horn and I kept going. Stop. And they're like all pissed at me, and I'm like, yo, go fuck yourself. You just tried to pass like 6 people, and now you're trying to snake in and you're about to fucking hit. Like, they were so close. And in my look, I just kept saying out loud, like, I'm like, fucking hit me. Fucking hit me.
Fucking
This is
do
all
it.
your fucking fault, dude. This is you. This is all you. You're supposed to fucking merge. Like, that's you. You need to go when it is right to merge.
Yeah.
And they finally like stopped. Like their bumper must have been like inches from my fucking my right front fender.
Jesus.
Inches. Like
I
and
noticed.
they were like freaking out, and I'm like, yo, go fuck yourself. Like
I noticed in
learn how to
Canada.
drive.
I thought it was kind of weird. I guess I don't know if I'd say it's weird, but like I think I noticed more people driving motorcycles in Canada than back here, and like people drive motorcycles here, but like I wonder if it's because of like kind of maybe it's like the distance between things, like. I don't really know how to explain it. Like nobody wants to like just get their bike and then like drive on the highway just to like go to McDonald's, because like you'd have to drive 20 minutes on the fucking highway, 30 minutes on the highway to go to McDonald's on your motorcycle, and then just get back on the highway and drive. Like it's I don't know how to explain it, I guess. I feel like maybe it's because like I don't know, like not that like people are trying to show off their bike, but like who the fuck's gonna see you if you're just driving on the highway with your bike anyway? Like I don't really know how to explain it. I thought it was kind of like
I
odd.
mean, if you just like to ride, I mean, we have a lot of more.
We don't like. I mean, like there are definitely people like I don't know. I just felt like I saw more of them in Canada, but I also drove through like more populated areas, so it could be that. Because like
no, continue.
my like the population of where I live is like I mean like my graduating class was like 30 people. Like no one drives through my hometown on a motorcycle almost ever, and if there is, it's like 2 dudes.
Yeah, I mean, my population I think is in the high 40,000 now.
Oh God, dude, I don't. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm gonna see what my hometown, specifically my hometown, is, not Watertown, and then I'll do Watertown after. So my hometown population.
Yeah, 43,561 as of 2021. How many people?
Take a guess.
I don't know, what, like 2,000?
Less.
Really? 1,500?
Less.
1,000?
Less.
No way. You have under 1,000?
854. 2019. That's what this chart
Jesus.
says. Yeah, I know you can't see it that well, but yeah, it says under 1,000. 854. That's how small my hometown is. But let's check Watertown. So Watertown is like
even my girlfriend's like, so 1,400 people. Like you have and like their town's pretty. It's big, but there's not a lot there. 1,400 people.
There's a school, a gas station, and technically a like salon now in Lafargeville. That's like literally it for like stores. There's nothing. There's no like diners. There's one diner, and there's another diner like maybe 5 minutes away. There's one diner, one gas station, the school, which is K through 12 as well. It's the whole thing. That's my hometown. That's literally, it's a 4-way intersection, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, so Watertown's population is 25,622 as of 2019. I don't know why they keep defaulting to 2019.
Damn.
Maybe it hasn't changed much since then, and that's why.
Average household income for my girlfriend's town is 108,000.
Damn. 108?
108 is the average. It's expensive to live in their town.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
Fort Drum, which is the military base over by where I work, is almost half of Watertown's population. It's 13,000.
Let's see. My
hometown is
I want to see this.
less than 1,000. That blows my mind. I didn't think it would be that bad. I was gonna guess a few thousand. Just no, it doesn't even make sense thinking about that logically now. No.
I mean, I guess like if you combine, but they're saying Enfield. They're saying the average household income in Enfield is not.
Is how much?
So, 93,000.
Oh, 93.
So, realistically, if you have two people that are making a little over 40, like, just under 50,000 each.
Yeah.
Gross income. I mean, realistically, that's 90, mid 90,000. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because like right now, like I make 60 gross.
I'm crying.
That's without overtime.
Oh, who's daddy?
Not bad.
Sorry for the small intermission.
I don't know why I'd cry, but
because I did such a
Papa
good job.
Fluckin,
sure.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Dad.
It looks a little odd, but it works.
I couldn't cut.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to cut everything out, but...
While we're in this short intermission, I just wanted to say that I am excited for the Halo flight this weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
And
it
finally,
just looks weird without all the
much
detail.
hazing,
Right.
Mr. Fluckin himself
But
has
it's got
joined the
couple bangs
ranks
and some
and
eyes.
will be playing.
There you go. You can tell what it is for sure.
So be prepared next week to
She
talk
will.
about Halo. Hey, that's dope.
It's like... It's going to be targets that my nephew's going to shoot at with his fucking BB gun.
Did he make that with a 3D printer?
No, he cut that with steel. That's a steel plate.
Oh, that's a steel plate? Oh, that's fucking sick.
And then all he did was color it and then got like a stencil and
He
like,
cut that by hand?
No, God, no. He's like a little machine and he like fucking...
Oh, yeah. He's got like a...
It's not...
CNC
I will say
machine.
it's... debatable. It's not... It like can cut metal, but like debatable. He's just got to be really careful because like it's got.
Is it a bandsaw?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's like it's really fucking thin, so he's got to be careful.
Yeah, it's
like,
a bandsaw.
Fucking thing.
It's a really thin blade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can get different blades that cut through metal easier.
He has
I bet you he has.
What the fuck did he buy? He bought like this like little like X amount of pack of like blades, and he just fucking uses it up.
Because it's a big band.
Yeah.
And then you put it on, and then you tension the band, and then it literally just goes in a full circle, like a full oval. So and that's how it works.
He just cut out the shape.
Bandsaws, yeah, because you hand do it. So he made a stencil, and then he used the bandsaw to cut it all out. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, so he cut the shape, and then he just spray painted the whole thing orange. And then took like a stencil of my logo and cut out sections, and that's what the black was, and then just spray painted black.
So, you got me on the topic of BB guns. So, when I have two sisters, one older, one younger than me, and my dad got my older sister, a BB gun one year when I was like really young. Well, she used it like twice. And then basically was mine because I wanted to use it, just one of the ones where loaded it filled with BBs and then you just pump you pump it and then cock pull.
We have a couple
grab
of those.
The BB, yeah, magnet grabs the BB and then you just push it forward. And I still have it to this day and it still works. But like, it was like my dad was like so disappointed that my older sister didn't want to use it, but so thrilled that I loved it. It was a win. It was a win-lose situation.
He's like, I'm disappointed in you, but you,
Hey.
I like
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, see, I know that there's like automatic ones, but like I don't think those were like even a thing when I was a kid.
Probably not. We
Like, I remember. Oh, dude. So another thing, what you could do, all right, is when I would go to like my grandparents' house for like Easter, like my dad's parents, stuff like that. They like to do games. They like to do like all these different types of games, like how much change is in this jar. You know, whoever gets closest wins it.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Just weird games. Like, so one year, my grandpa got a new BB gun because he would tranquilize. So there was like he had pellets that would trank like raccoons and stuff because they lived in the woods,
Yep.
and you could just put normal pellets in it. So we had a competition. Every time you hit a target, you got a scratch ticket. Well, let's just say that Dylan won all the scratch tickets. I came out on top, baby.
Like the fucking Chad you are. We're just trying to like
My sisters couldn't hit shit.
we're trying to like ease my nephew into like, obviously like upgrading like to bigger things. Cause like right now he's just got like a little like it's like a little lever action BB gun. And
Yeah, like a Red Rocket.
yeah.
Or the Red Rider.
Red Rider, yeah.
Yeah, I got
And
one
like
of those.
so we're upgrading him slowly and like obviously it's probably gonna, eventually get like a 22 and shit and
Dude, they make some sick 22s now.
I mean, one of my 22s is the G36 from Call of Duty.
Yeah, isn't that sick?
Yeah, it's like a
By the way,
mod
that's
for
my
it.
favorite gun.
That is my favorite gun as well.
It's a G36C is my favorite.
Yep, the compact. Well, it's the carbine, but
Yeah, it's the carbine. But yeah, that is my like dream gun. I would love to own one
yeah,
day.
they're all made of all polymer. Except for all the mechanics that like work are obviously metal, but like
metal. It's like an airsoft gun, but basically shoots 22s.
Yeah, and basically
That's fucking sick.
But yeah, the G36, one of the reasons why it was like a big thing is because it's lightweight, because everything other than the mechanism that fires the gun and like all that shit it's all polymer.
Such a cool gun.
So it's like super lightweight. And like it was in I mean they had it in service and shit for years, and like other countries even used it.
Uh-huh.
I think even some places still technically use it. To my knowledge, like some like European countries, but like I don't know. I've just always really liked it. And then my favorite gun after that is the 416, which is the German M4.
Understandable.
Which is dope because that thing is awesome.
Mine would probably be like an FAL. Like the FAL.
FALs are really cool. Fucking FN.
Dude, they're fucking big. Like I got to hold one like in person. Unfortunately, I didn't get to shoot it. They weren't shooting that day.
Yeah.
But my buddy's dad owns it. He's got a pretty big gun collection, and they actually have a range in their backyard. And I was just like, and he let me just hold it, aim down the sights. It is a long fucking gun. Like it is fucking big. I was like, fuck, dude, this thing is huge.
The coolest thing that I ever got to experience was holding a Desert Eagle. Like a legit Israeli Desert Eagle, not like this fucking like what's the company that does it now? The US Magnum or whatever. They like work together to make it. It's like a pre-banned fucking Desert Eagle. That fucking thing, dude, you could club somebody's fucking skull in with that thing. That thing weighs like 10 pounds, 15 pounds probably without any ammo in it. I didn't put a mag or nothing in it. It was completely empty. That fucker was heavy.
Oh,
I was like, wow.
One of my buddies, like, all his dad and buddies, big gun guys, and he got to shoot and hold a gold AK-47 that one of his dad's friend had.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I was like, dude, I remember him posting the picture of him holding it and shooting, and like a video of him shooting it on Instagram, and I was like, that is fucking badass. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, who says, like, who's like, yeah, I shot a gold.
I shot a gold AK. What have you done? What have you done with your life?
Exactly.
My friend's dad apparently has an AK. I've never gotten to see it, unfortunately, but it's pretty dope.
I'm
Doesn't even live that
so
far from me either.
my dad doesn't really shoot anymore, which it kind of sucks. But he used to be a member of a gun club, so
Yeah.
go shoot from time to time. But I never got to shoot. He has a Russian SKS
Ooh.
with the bayonet on it and everything, and I never got to shoot it. Never got to fucking shoot it, dude. I was so mad. He wouldn't let me. But maybe one day. But like I said, I mean, he would now if we were to go, but he hasn't shot in so long, and it's just not really like his top interest. But
Yeah.
one day that will be mine, I swear. I
That
think
will be mine.
the coolest gun he has is a German.
Now's the time to get a
Luger
Ford.
from a German soldier officer. That was taken back.
That thing
by
is a bitch
one
to
of my,
field strip. Want to hear some kick-ass gold shit? My buddy stepdad is picking himself sitting on Saddam's golden toilet, and he was... What the fuck?
How do you what?
Saddam's golden toilet. I would sit on that.
Was he in the military?
Would you take a shit in it? Yeah,
I would. Why not?
I would shit in it. New Kirby game got leaked.
They've already said that they're making a new Kirby game.
It got leaked ahead of the Nintendo Direct, I guess, today.
Oh yeah, I felt like that was going to happen. Like I heard it's been in the works.
Yeah, I guess it got
I guess
leaked
maybe
like
it's
right
coming soon.
before the Direct.
It's okay, dude. We live in a day and age that everything gets a fucking delay, so everything gets pushed back. Everything.
True.
It's fucking annoying, dude. So many games were supposed to release this year, and everyone's like, yeah, 2022 now. I'm like, yo, go fuck yourself. Like, we're not going to see Stalker 2. We're not gonna we're not seeing the new Stalker game. We're not seeing Dying Light this year.
Oh yeah, Dying Light got delayed. I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude. It's like they even pushed back fucking Battlefield. Battlefield got pushed back.
Yeah, but only by like a month.
Yeah, granted it's only a month.
Yeah, it sucks.
It
it's
sucks that, and now to just think if they tried to pull this bullshit back in the day, these companies would not be companies.
Yeah, that's fair. I think what annoys me the most about was 2 months now, wasn't it? I'm not sure. It did get delayed though. I don't know
It's
by
in
how
November
long.
now.
Oh, it's in November.
Yeah.
My issue with delays.
So it is a month.
The thing that I hate about delays is like I don't mind delays. I'd rather the game come out and be good. Like if that's the case. The thing that I hate about delays
game before, which fucking pisses me off.
The thing that I hate about delays is why bother showing anything off and then delaying it? Like I get that it like builds hype, but like back in the day,
think it's more the pressure of the publishers and not the actual development.
Back
team.
in the day, dude, I remember getting full games that never got delayed and maybe sometimes got shit added. Okay, one of my favorite games, Devil May Cry 3. I love that game, dude. They sold that game again on a different CD to add DLC to the game that you didn't get with the base game.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Well, dude, remember having to buy an extra disc? Like, you'd buy a map pack on a disc.
Yeah, like Halo 2.
Yeah,
it
Halo
had
2.
the maps, yeah. I love that. The map, by the way, the maps for that were dank.
Yeah, they were.
Also, I don't know, did you see the Halo preview they did yesterday? Did you watch that?
Yes, I did.
Very cool. I think the new map they showed off, the one that they said is like kind of sand trappy, the desert map. Oh, I think it looks dope. I'm pretty excited for that.
I just hope that they do Forge and they do maps like Halo 3. I hope they give us like a big open warehouse again.
Yeah, I would love
because
that.
I think that's the only thing that lacked in Halo Reach, because their Forge mode was fucking mid, right?
Yep.
I think Halo Reach's Forge mode was perfect, but they lacked the maps to create the same games, if not better.
And we've had this conversation before too. It's like I felt that like people had to think harder and be more outside the box in like a game like Halo 3 because you're limited. Whereas
Yes.
Reach, you get all the tools, and then some of that creativity kind of goes away because like you don't have to like think as hard, I guess, because there's no like the limitation
like,
wasn't as bad.
We didn't play the same, but like when people tried to remake the best game modes, they just never were the same. Like, dude, Sandtrap playing fucking oh god, it was like the one when you're on the warthogs and you're driving on the track and there's a sniper and you have a sniper and a rocket launcher.
Oh, and it's like the big like fucking
Yeah, you got to make it through the track.
Yeah, I know what you're
to
talking
kill
about.
them. Kind of like Duck Hunt, but
There's like one dude trying to shoot everybody in the fucking face. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like Sandtrap, perfect map for that. Like I played a few on Forge World, but they just weren't the same.
They're just not the same.
I don't know. They're not the same. Like Jenga, they did Jenga on Forge World.
I remember something that was really big in Halo 3 that I never saw anybody do in Halo Reach, and it kind of drove me nuts. I loved when people used those like orbs that changed like the filters and shit, and like changed like the colors. I remember so many people would use like orbs to make like different lighting effects.
Yep.
So like you'd have like Foundry or whatever that map was called.
Yep.
But like the lighting was really weird. It was like creepy sometimes, or like, you know, they'd make like this like fucking I think there was like a sepia sort of color or something people would use or some shit like that, and like they would fuck around with that, and like it would just like make the atmosphere kind of different. I never saw much of that in Reach.
It's like a mood changer.
Yeah.
Mood changer.
Like I think I remember Reach having that stuff, but I don't remember anybody ever using it that much.
They like added, was exploited, I feel like, from Halo 3 to Halo Reach. I just don't think the maps weren't the same. And I kind of wish they added like was it Foundry or Foundation? I
can't remember. Foundry I think
warehouse.
is the warehouse, I thought, but it might be Foundation. I can't remember the
I can't
names.
remember. I think it's Foundry.
Here, I'll Google Halo 3 maps real quick.
They just made a new version of that and put that in Halo Reach, oh my god. The whole point of that map was this is an empty warehouse. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Okay. So why is this set up this way? That's weird. Sandtrap. What was the map like Sandtrap that they added as DLC? It's like Sandtrap, but like was way bigger or whatever. Like it was darker too. I remember. Do you remember that map?
Yeah, that's
Sandbox. That's what the other one was called. Okay. So the map we're thinking of is called no, it's Foundry. Yeah.
Foundry, yeah. So like I wish they just made a new Foundry.
My
Put
issue,
it in Halo Reach.
this fucking pissed me off. I hate this so much. So there's something that they did, which in some way is kind of cool, I will say. But it pissed me off because what they would do is they'd be like, oh guys, this is Blackout, or what was the original name for Blackout? It was when it was a snow map, I think. I can't think of the name of it. No, not Avalanche. You know what map I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, Lockout, that's what it was called. Lockout was, like, huge. It's like, that's been in, like, fucking almost every Halo. So, they'd be like, guys, this is Lockout, or this is Blackout, or whatever, and they're like, this is the new version. And then the new version that they would have in, like, Halo 5 or Reach or whatever fucking game was them going into Forge and making the map in Forge, but there's no snow. I remember Blackout, it wasn't as snowy, but in Blackout you had like the cool like I think it was like the northern lights and shit in the air, and it had like really cool atmosphere. And then you get it in Reach and it's like all this like ugly solid gray color. Yeah. Everything looks exactly the same, and I'm like, I get what you're doing and I get that that's kind of maybe cool, but it sucks because you now lose all of the atmosphere that you would get from just making the fucking map. So like you go into multiplayer and you're like, oh, you get to play Blackout, and it's like, yeah, but except it's not Blackout. It's a fucking shit version because there's like the layouts there, sure, but like it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Like that bothered me because like it loses all the atmosphere and it makes it boring.
No, I agree. And there's I don't know. I just really hope that they hit this one on the head. They hit the nail on the head because
I will say,
the past couple have been rough.
at least based off of maps so far and the little bit that I've seen, because I haven't gotten to play it yet either. I'm pretty excited. I think that the new sand map they showed off looked really fun. Suck a dick. I think that the new sand map looks really good. The other map that they showed off, which I'm assuming is just like the new version of Valhalla, they just call it a different name. That map looks really good. Okay, so in the trailer, or not in the trailer, in the preview, did you see them flying around the maps like before they showed them off?
Yeah.
So in the one that's like Valhalla, something I loved was the ambient noise, and the dude mentions it in the video. Like, you can hear like birds and like rocks falling, and like I was like, the atmosphere that's a big part of it, dude. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it's the immersion.
Yes.
It's like it's alive.
And that
Really
I think
there.
as long as they can continue to do things like that and push, I'm like, that sounds dope.
But I'm also really worried about the campaign.
I have to pee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee, but keep talking.
Like, I don't know. I just really hope the campaign is, because I'm a big campaign guy. When it comes to any game with the campaign, I like to play the campaign and play multiplayer at the same time. Go back and forth. But if they fuck it up, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna be really disappointed. No, I'm not on your stream, so I can't tell you. Oh, I'm not logged into my Twitch. Thank you. We appreciate it. Maybe one day Justin can pay me. I'll take Trident Layers. Oh God.
About that as well. Was it Cody? I feel like it was Cody. Oh no, it was Angry. Oh man, right when I went to go pee, Angry. Hey man, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope all is well in the land of Angry. I've been traveling a lot these last couple of weeks, my guy. So I haven't really been in the scene. Yeah, I haven't been in the scene, man. Right when I went to go piss, I heard it in my headset while I was pissing. I'm like, who the fuck was that? How was stuffing things? Not bad. Dong. You boys, thank you. Angry, Dong, thank you. Thank you very much, my friends. Yeah, traveling. I went to Virginia, came back, went to Canada, did a bunch of stuff, got to see some friends and some things. So, yeah, it's been a lot of craziness. Went to Virginia for a big concert, partied my face off for 4 days, so...
I love how it has the question mark after episode 7.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's episode 7.
Oh man, yeah, you still got those on the upload schedule. So anyone watching, thank you.
Yeah, I got to YouTube frogs. I really gotta set the YouTube stuff. I've been really bad.
Fluckin noob. You can catch all the old episodes.
We're close. We're close to an hour. I think on average, I want to try to run like 1:30.
Hour and a half. Yeah,
like 1:30.
I'm down with that. That's fine. Sometimes we get a little carried away with ourselves.
Sometimes, yeah, we did. What was the first episode? Like a little over 2?
Yeah, well, there was some technical
difficulties and shit too.
Sometimes you didn't put my voice through.
Yeah, I made sure to I made sure before I even like. Oh, I had to sneeze. Thank you. I made sure right before I started recording that I was getting my ducks in a row and got everything set up, got the stream up, got your voice coming through, and set all that up. So we were good today. Today doesn't mean next time I won't fuck something up. But as you were saying about the Halo campaign, I agree, because like if the Halo campaign. Okay, so there were like some leaks, and like I didn't check them all check them all, but people were saying that they were like, this could be really good.
It should be.
So like I'm pretty excited for it, and like if this Halo campaign isn't good, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm gonna be pretty upset.
I swear to God, if I don't play the fucking whole game as Master Chief, I'm gonna burst.
Yeah, if they try to shoehorn in fucking Spartan Locke, I almost said Sergeant.
Yeah,
Spartan
Locke.
Locke again. Fuck
Fuck
off.
Locke.
Fuck off.
What a bitch. I wish Master Chief fucking stabbed him in the cock like that video.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like you play as this guy for how many games?
Every game.
Every game. It was
game.
1, 2, 3. Technically not Reach. The only one that I'm cool with was the Reach thing because it led up to Master Chief. And like Noble 6 also doesn't like do anything, like he's fucking like really quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like he does talk a little bit if I'm not mistaken. But like he doesn't like you never see his face. And then like with Locke, they're like, yeah, Locke is dope. He's like Master Chief's counterpart. And I'm like,
he can't even touch John.
no. Yeah, he would
They can't even touch.
And then he cracks his visor. I'm like, fucking John would shit in his mouth any day of the week. Blindfolded.
Every day, all day. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And, like,
dude's been around.
I remember when there weren't even like other Spartans before either. Like there were never.
There always was.
Yes, but like.
But they're the Spartan 2s. They're the.
And
second.
he's also like the best.
Well, yeah, he's proved that he was above everyone. Like even when he was in training, dude, he was basically kidnapped as a kid. You know that, right?
Yeah,
like they made a clone.
That's how it
They made
always
a clone
works.
of him.
Corey, thank you for the sub, my friend. Yeah, they like they take them when they're like 7 or 8 years old. Yeah,
and then they have
like,
them die of natural causes. The clone. That shit's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked. They like steal them from like their fucking family, basically. Like, give me that kid. Yeah, I don't know. Like, and the thing with like Cortana, like Cody was just saying, one of two ways they should do the Cortana thing. One, they should enter whatever way they decide to enter, hopefully in a cool way. And the new AI that they show in like the trailers.
Yeah.
I hope it's just still I hope they just call her Cortana still, but it's like, because like Cortana comes from Halsey, and she's made from her like DNA or whatever, her brain memories, whatever, however the fuck that works. So she's made from Halsey. So if the new AI is just a new version of Cortana, and not like a whole new like AI, then like that's cool. Don't fucking don't half-ass it and be like, well, it's like Cortana, but like her name is like Gretchen. Fuck off. Fuck you. If you tell me that that's not Cortana and you tell me it's like Gretchen or something, what? Fuck off. No.
I agree.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I'm interested. Like, I did like it. The only part of 5 that I enjoyed was the fucking twist ending. I was like, damn, this bit's gonna end everything. Like,
oh, when she's like
she
working with like the what are they called? Was it the Guardians?
Well, yeah, but they were working with the rings. She's like,
well, yeah, but like or was it in 4 that I'm thinking of? Am I thinking of 4 maybe? Because doesn't she like team up with like the Guardians? Like, you know how like when you so like you remember in like fucking Sand Trap, you go outside of the map and it blows you up and it's like you got killed by the Guardians, like the fucking, you know? Yeah. Isn't she like working with them fucking idiots now?
We're like, I don't know. There was
sort
a
of
lot that happened.
Or like controls them now. I don't fucking remember how it goes.
She controls a lot now.
Well, yeah, she's a fucking psycho.
Well, yeah, she's off the.
But I also kind of dig that. But like at the same time, it makes me sad because like Chief and her are like.
He loves her.
Yeah.
Like he wants to be in and around her flaps.
He wants to fuck her virtual pussy.
He every night he dreams that she was real. He doesn't dream about anything else.
You know how in Infinite like the AI can like pop up on like those things like like they gave them like the model for like the AI now. It's like Cortana, like the model is just like a fucking like a pussy. He's like, I want to get in that. Oh my god! And like when she's like all wet, it's just like that virtual drip, bro.
Just have it.
Oh my, that's so fucked. Let me fuck your virtual AI pussy, dude. Chief's like, hold on, let me get my Glock.
I know.
Like pulls out his Magnum. It's like, bitch.
Yeah, ragtag's right. I'm surprised they didn't fuck at
The end of 4. That's fair. The jack off function in his suit. Oh my god. Yeah, that's funny.
That's the only thing that gets Chief through day by day. It's just dreaming about Cortana.
So all the AI in Halo Infinite is just different people to get him off because he's like a fucking nympho at this point. He's like, I want all the AIs to fuck me. And they talk because he likes that. He likes dirty talk. So the AI is like, fuck me harder, Master Chief. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
I'm fucking retarded.
I think they bringing back the Flood in this one? Because the Flood's not fully gone.
They haven't said. I would not be mad. I would dig that. I mean, the Flood were basically just Halo zombies, so fuck yeah, I'd be cool with that.
Those fuckers gave me nightmares as a kid.
The Flood is awesome. The Flood is probably one of my favorite things about like Halo. Like okay, like Grave Mine, dude. When you're like going through all that shit, you like free Cortana from the Grave Mine, and he fucking like grabs you and like pulls you down and shit. That stuff is fucking sick. I love the Grave Mine. Where did we get these AIs from? They're from an old company dating back to the 21st century. They were called Bad Dragon. Oh god, Jesus Christ. It's like, what's that guy's name? His name's Brad. Brad is Bad Dragon. Yeah. That's fucking fucked. AI named Brad. He's addicted to Bad Dragon.
I mean, if you think about it, the Flood, it's like, dude, they're fucking old. Like, the Flood is like super fucking old. And we're the one who fucking released them.
So like, I was... Funny that you like bring that up kind of too. I was watching a video today. It's called like the Halo Iceberg. I don't know if you know any about like the iceberg stuff. I didn't watch that.
I've seen it pop up a couple times on YouTube.
I checked it out. There was a part, I didn't know this. In the original files for Halo 2, there was a Flood boss that never got added to the game, and he's like this big fucking like, I don't know how to explain it. He's like a big fucker, and he had like tentacle arms, and he was apparently like
he runs the Flood. He's the master of the Flood.
And so his like model is in there, but he was never put into the game. Like you obviously don't see him in the game. You don't fight him.
Yeah,
and he was supposed to like potentially like climb on walls and like swing around and like be fucking like really obnoxious, and I'm like, that fucker would have been sick.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's a big fucker.
He's huge. And
his models like is done. Like they're aside from like maybe just like animations to like attack and do other things, he was all set. Like he had like the Flood face, like the fucking little fluffy things, like the little, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like little weird like little flowers that always grow out of their face. Yeah. It's like fucking like fucking moving and shit. It looked cool though. Would have been a sweet fight.
I just remember being in a room and then like they just come from everywhere and there's the little fuckers.
Oh, I hate the little fuckers.
And they're fucking all over the place.
Yeah, and they jump all over the place.
I was in elementary school for Halo 2. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Shitting bricks as a kid. My parents should not have given me this game. I really wish I kept my first copy. I've told you my mom paid. I'm down. I'll download Master Chief Collection right now.
You are right now?
I'm going to. Ragtag said we should do a Halo co-op at some point.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, I really need to replay the games.
Yeah, you should download it. Do you have it on your PC?
Mm-hmm.
It's cross-platform now.
I know. I gotta download it. I don't think I have it on anything. I'd have to re-download the whole thing, but it wouldn't take very long. I mean, there's a lot to download, but you know what? Here's another thing. It's funny that the last I think
Hell yeah.
4 and 5 are like, I'm just gonna be honest, like I kind of like 5 more, like because
I
of
like 5 more. 4 was the worst.
yeah, 4 is the worst. I like 5 more because I thought the multiplayer was kind of solid. It wasn't terrible. There were things I liked about it.
Yeah, because 4's multiplayer was literal dog shit. It was white dog shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like 5 was better, but it wasn't much better. Like it.
Yeah, because like 4 had like the mechs and shit, didn't it? Ugh.
Yeah,
The arm,
exactly.
yeah,
Fuck
four,
the armor.
four. Like, I still think 5 is like not the best. Like, it's obviously like not like it's okay. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. That being said,
4 was just that was 343's first game.
yes,
Yeah, because
yes.
Reach was like
But
Bungie's like fucking pride and joy.
But the downside to that, sort of, is that 343 has also worked on Halo since Combat Evolved. They've been a part of the company ever, like, from the dawn of time.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that, like, they somehow fucked up that game because, like, they've been there the whole time. They should know what they're doing, is kind of how I felt about it, and that's kind of what pissed me off because it just didn't land well.
No.
But the whole point of that was that, like, I find it funny that Reach and ODST are like spin-offs.
Yeah, but fucking ODST is one of the best Halo games.
I agree. ODST was fucking sick. The only complaint I had about ODST was that the multiplayer was Halo 3. I wish they would have done their own, like, darker, like, multiplayer maps and shit that, like, kind of fit the themes of ODST.
I get it, but like it was a knockoff. Like,
that being said,
it wasn't a knockoff, but it was so sick to be an ODST. Like,
the fucking
you weren't
campaign is so
superpowered.
good.
You weren't okay. Fine.
The campaign for ODST is one of my favorites.
Pitched ideas when they were with Bungie and they shut them down, so now they could do their own shit. and then the game just turned out to be shit.
And then it just was like, they're like, all right.
They
Yeah.
got shot down, so they put it in full.
So yeah, I'd like to see them make another attempt at something like ODST again. Like the whole New Mombasa, like, darker story, and like the atmosphere, and like you're kind of like sneaking through like the fucking city and shit was just so fucking cool. I loved it. Firefight was okay. I wish they, like, maybe iterated on that a little differently, but Firefight was alright.
Yeah, and they're bringing back Firefight, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I think...
I mean, I had fun. I mean, it's fun. If you play by yourself, it ain't fun. You play with a group of people, it can be fun.
Oh, yeah, I remember looking for all the audio logs and shit. That shit was rough. There was some hard stuff. I also remember there was an achievement for... I think it was killing, like, the little Forerunner dudes or whatever they were that would float around. The little squid dudes. I remember finding them fuckers all over the place. And I remember the Carbine being really good in that game, too. Carbine was lit. The engineers, that's what they were. You're right.
Yeah, the engineers.
Yeah. I remember
Great
fucking
game.
following
Great game.
them.
Such a great story. Hey, we'll play it.
I love ODST.
You just need to download it.
Yeah. The only game that I have a hard time playing, I'll be honest, I'm going to be that guy. I have a really hard time playing Combat Evolved.
But with the new graphics, it's a lot better. And also,
Yeah, true.
You're slow. You are slow. You are walking everywhere.
And, like, I get it, and I get why people love it, but,
Yeah.
like, I have a hard time playing some of the older ones. Halo 2 and Halo 3 are my two biggest games. I'd say Halo 3 is my favorite, personally.
I mean, we can play whatever one first.
But, I mean, I'd probably just play them all, honestly, even though one drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's nostalgic, but did exactly. And the updated graphics definitely.
Yeah.
But it gives you a lot of good lore. But
Well, that's
we can do
like
that.
I like Reach. The ending when you can see Chief in the fucking chamber, like the cryo chamber, like fucking passed out,
Yeah.
and like look off to the side and he's fucking slapping.
Are you talking about the part where he's like, Cortana, wake me up when I'm needed?
Oh yeah, fucking what was that?
Puts himself into a cryogenic
Was that
sleep.
3?
Yeah.
He's like, fucking wake me up when shit hits the fucking fan. Also in 3, dude, when he like lands, he's like fucking like falling from the fucking sky. He's like, "Brrr," boom. And he fucking gets up and you're in like the fucking woods. Shit's lit. There's a bitch
Yeah.
putting in the new stuff, basically. Yeah. Well, the fucking in 2, I really actually like the intro to 2 too, because like you're in like the, where are you? What is that? It's not the Pillar of Autumn that you're on, is it? Where are you? Oh, Cairo Station. You're right, Cairo. That's what it was. Fuck, man, the Cairo Station was dope. I really like that whole part because they're like fucking invading and you're just like fucking clapping everyone's
Yep.
cheeks. Yeah, that was
Just
cool.
gotta go out and fucking clap, dude.
I forgot it was Cairo Station. I couldn't remember the name of it. Fucking was it? What were you gonna say?
What? I'm just saying, I haven't beaten them all on Legendary, but I've beaten most.
I think I've done all of them on Legendary. I haven't done them all. The only one I haven't done is like Combat Evolved. I've always played them. Fucking.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I've started. It's a pain in the ass because me and my buddy, when we would hang out, if we were just chilling or whatever, we would just go back and forth. Like you die, pass it, and because he's a big Halo fan too. He beat them all on normal and then heroic and then legendary, like without playing a different game. He's fucking nuts.
I think I started Combat Evolved when they did like the anniversary.
Oh my god.
And like you could like play in like the updated graphics, but I don't remember ever beating it on Legendary that I can remember. Yeah, Legendary all skulls on. Yeah, Lasso is a pain in the nuts. I've attempted that before. Not fun. Not a fun time.
No, dude.
Like I get the challenge for sure, and like that's cool. Not a thing for me. I'm not big into like, I like a challenge, absolutely, but there's such thing as too much sometimes, and that's kind of too much.
Well, and they get you sometimes because it's not like you can if you do like exploits to get past certain parts, but like there's a lot of parts in those games where you have to kill them for a door to open.
That's fucking rough.
You know, it's not like you can just run by them. Like sometimes you can, like in the big open battle, you can kind of go around them. But like, dude, there's some like that you just can't. It's like you have to kill them, unless you're using like exploits to like get around it.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Halo 2 when you're on the fucking bridge? And on Legendary, there's like 3 hunters on the other.
Oh yeah, because that's where you can do the glitch to
Yeah.
get the Scarab gun. Yeah,
Yep.
I know what you're talking about.
Dude, that
what the fuck is
is
the
a
name of that?
bitch.
I can't even remember the name of that place. Fuck, I can't.
That was like
because
we were playing it.
Because
we were
that's also
playing it
where
on
the
Legend-
walker, the
Yeah, that's where
Scarab
the
goes
walker-
through. Yeah.
Yep. But you're like above it all because
Yeah.
like, you're like making your way up, and it's like 2 bridges. You go on the left side, and there's fucking invisible elites on the left side, and then there's like it's 2 or 3 hunters on Legendary on the right side. So they're just fucking launching their cannon at.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember that
fucking
shit.
hell. It's a bitch on Legendary. You're just so open because like, dude, you'd like be behind cover, but you'd get hit with all the fucking big orb rocket things from the hunters, and they just blow you up even if you're behind cover. You had to like keep moving.
And another thing too was the fucking like when you're playing those games, the fucking music starts picking up. It's like dun 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 dun
Yes.
dun
See, that gets you in it.
and then you're like fucking you're like running through like shooting shit in the face, and you're like fucking running around, and you're trying not to like sweat. You're like, well, you're like Try not to sweat legit, like actually sweat. You're trying to be sweaty in game because you're trying to kill everything, but like you're like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah. Speaking about Halo,
Crazy.
very glad that you got into beta.
I'm
So you don't feel
dude,
special.
I'm so glad.
Is it all? I'm pretty sure it's all multiplayer too. Like all like real. No,
Nope.
they said
I
it's
am
still fucking.
I am so fucking mad about how they're doing it. I don't know if I
Yes.
explained this earlier. I am so pissed. This is why. This is
the
why
ODST bots were, I think, harder than the Spartan bots.
they said in the video that they upped all the bots across the board. All the
Yeah, I thought the ODST bots were fucking. I really think the ODST bots were fucking harder than Spartan.
I'm fucking. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay.
That means
So-
they're gonna do it on the last day again.
The game technically, they said, goes live today, right?
Yeah.
Even though nobody can fucking play yet, whatever. Stupid. They said it was funny hearing Breaking Benjamin in 2. Oh, I love that song. Fucking was it Blow Me Away? Oh my god, I love that song. And then he fun fact, not to get sidetracked, but he they released a version of that song with a girl, and the dude who was the singer of the band, forget what his name is. Forget his first name at least. Is it just Benjamin? I don't know if it's Benjamin or not, or if that's his last name. Anyway, the band released a version with a girl, and he never signed off on it or like agreed to it. He fired the entire fucking band, or they like legally had to quit or whatever. Got rid of every single fucking one of them and got new band members because of it. Fun fact.
Really?
Yep. Or most of them. I don't know if it's exactly all of them, but a shitload of them, like 2 or 3 of them, 4 of them, whatever, got fucking fired because of it. Yeah. Because they didn't like ask. And like the other part of the reason why he was like mad about it is because he would have done the song, but they never, the song wasn't done like together. They took his song and then edited her vocals over it and in sections, and it was not like, there was no, if they would have just done it together, he said he would have been fine with it, I guess. But they never got to record it together. They just like edited it, and he was pretty pissed about that. I still think the song sounds fucking amazing though.
Agreed.
But
Yeah, I haven't gotten an email. And if you go to the Twitch page for Halo Infinite, it's everyone just like waiting. And there's not even that many people on here. Just people waiting.
So yeah, and getting into Halo is fucking, I'm ecstatic, dude. I'm really excited.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Because I've been waiting to fucking get in and play it, dude.
I know. It was fun. I think I think this is going to be one of the best multiplayers in a long time. Obviously the beta is beta, you know, so there was shit that they had to fix, but clearly they're doing these flights for a reason. So
Oh, yeah, I never finished explaining this because I got sidetracked. I'm pissed about how they're doing the multiplayer. So technically the game comes out today, they said, even though nobody fucking can play it yet, whatever. Fine, I guess. What they said was
they
that
did this last time too. So
what they said was during their video or whatever, that tomorrow is the I believe tomorrow's the first day that there's multiplayer, which like matchmaking.
yeah.
But you can do like all the like training stuff without it, I guess. You can just do all that shit. So tomorrow, it's going to be from like 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And they're like setting times, which drives me fucking nuts.
Okay, but see, they set times last time, but you could still play. There was no difference.
I'm mad about it because
I don't think they're gonna just cut it because they didn't last time.
what pisses me off about that, and I don't care it's even like that, what pisses me off about that is that you're going to have 700,000 fucking people, or whatever the numbers are going to be. I'm just over exaggerating because I don't think it's even that many. So like, let's just say, for example, they gave the fucking codes out to 1 million people. You're telling me that you're gonna have 700,000 people fucking spam your servers all at 12 o'clock because you set a fucking time. And then you're going to tell me that there isn't going to be fucking server problems. So if it's only a 4-hour window and the fucking servers are down for the first 2 hours, that means there's no fucking time to play the game. That pisses me off.
But I'm telling you, that's not... They did the same thing last time, and it was open the whole weekend.
If they fucking have server issues and they try to tell me that you can't play our game because we set a time, I'm going to fucking scream. That is such a dumb idea.
No, I'm telling you, they did the same thing last time. I don't think it's going to be like that. That
so fucking mad.
It's not going to matter because
so mad.
I ain't going to be home for fucking to make it for 12 to 4.
I don't know what the times are. That was just like what I was saying, just for an example.
Because they have like times, but I think that's when they monitor. Like I think that's when they're taking like.
Well, they said that's when matchmaking opens, which I'm assuming is like player to player matchmaking. So you can probably play bots. I'm assuming you can play bots, and then matchmaking will be for when you want to play against other players. Is my guess.
Player to player, they only did Sunday, and they did it for like 4 or 5 hours or something like that. But like actual just like matchmaking, they set times for the first 2 days, but it never stopped. You could play at whatever time you wanted.
Okay.
The servers were still up, but you're playing bots. Because I think that's just when they might have like that's when like devs are in there.
Maybe
they're watching, they're seeing.
I've just never played like a beta for a game and not like had typically really dog shit problems, like it not working.
They had server issues,
and then like extending the time.
You couldn't connect, or you'd load in and then it would disconnect you. But it wasn't like crazy. Like it might happen 1 or 2 times, and then you'd be fine.
My guess too is that there's probably more people on this weekend than there were the first time they did it.
Yeah, because whoever signed up is in.
Yeah, so also this weekend...
The first one was only whoever got chosen. That, whatever, how many thousands and thousands of players. But now, it's whoever signed up is in it.
And my other guess is that, like, they're probably aware of the numbers they had before, and I'm sure they're still aware of the numbers they're going to have. So, like, maybe they are, like, preemptively going to be. I just don't want to like try to play and then be frustrated by like not getting in and then like not being able to play with my friends because you can't fucking join each other or like something fucking dumb and then I'm trying to fucking play.
Was it me and Ragtag? No, me and Pope played together.
Because like
me and Pope played.
I didn't get to fucking play the first one.
We didn't have any problems.
And if I have fucking problems when I get to play, I'm gonna be fucking mad. I just want to fucking play.
Hey, on that note, tune in next week to see if Justin had a good experience.
Tune in next week to see if I have a fucking raging boner. But the other thing is that they're doing it also next weekend, so that's cool too.
Yeah. So stay tuned to see if Justin is pissed or if he's a happy duckling.
Stay tuned to find out if I have a fucking raging erection.
Hey, but on that note, I'm going to say that this is the end of episode 7, according to your...
Question mark? I'm pretty sure 6 was the last one, so this has got to be 7. Or I'm just dumb, and I can't count. Who knows?
Take it easy, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Give a subscribe, follow at Fluckin Noob.
So, yeah.
On Twitch and YouTube.
For people who are watching, I'm still going to be live. I'm just ending the video for the YouTube frogs. So
you can also follow me at twitch.tv/TheSavageJesus. See you guys next week.
Bye.